Welcome back to Top 5 Draft. Right off the top, we have a little bit of housekeeping to do. It has been brought to my attention that not everyone understands what the hell we were doing.
Yeah.
So, draft format, if you're not a fantasy nerd,
Me.
it's a serpentine draft. So whoever has that number one overall pick, which in this case will be Riley, because I went first last time,
Yeah.
picks first. The other person gets 2 and 3. First person gets 4 and 5. So if you look at it on the board, it looks like a snake.
Oh, sneaky one.
So my bad for not explaining that properly. But now, if you're here, you already know the focus of today's episode. Riley does not. So this will be his honest to God reaction.
Going in raw.
Going in raw, as the kids say. Riley, today we're doing top 5 shits. Now, take from this what you will. Build it out the way you want to build your list.
Yeah.
Top 5 shits.
Just so I know we're talking about the right thing. Like, I give a shit or I take a shit.
So the way I want to frame this one, I'm glad you asked. The way I want to frame this one is, what are your favorite shits? What are the best shits that you've taken?
Favorite shits I've taken.
Favorite shits you've taken. Top 5 draft style.
Boy. Top of the list, first one comes to mind is the night out after a night of drinking, a little Taco Bell. Woke up at 3 a.m., thought I was going to die. Did my deed. It was a ghost wipe. She was clean. And I didn't think that was humanly possible for what came out of me, but wiped again just to be on the safe side, and she went back to bed smiling. So that was a good one.
Clean wipe was on my list. I'm kind of disappointed you took it number 1 overall there.
That was the first thing that came to mind was, what's a better shit than a ghost wipe?
For my first pick, number 2 overall, I'm going to go an on-the-clock shit.
That's
like
a good
when
one.
you're at work and you have an uninterrupted amount of time where not only are you cleansing the bowels,
Yep.
but you're getting paid to do it.
Yep. Making that bread.
Yeah, it's hard for me to think of a more satisfying shit.
Yeah.
There might be better, but like from a satisfactory standpoint, I'm getting paid.
Fair.
Turning around the other way, going number 3, I'm going to have to take the shit you've been fighting all day long.
Oh.
You're out, maybe you can't for whatever reason hit the bathroom and you're struggling, you're working, you're laboring, you get home, you get that out, you feel like a new man.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair. I'm going to kind of piggyback. It might sound a little, because that was going to be my next one for my second pick, is the first date you get back home shit. Trying to make a good impression, you're holding in every single fart. You ate, maybe decided on Mexican, that was a bad choice in hindsight. Don't know why I'm on Mexican all the time. And then you finally get home and you let it all out, even if it's not even a big shit, just all the gas that comes out. Good God, you feel like you could fly. So that'd be the second one. For my third one, jeez. I don't know. Maybe the.
This is the risk of going in raw.
Yeah.
Always
me
use protection.
thinking on the fly and not having anything. So you took the work one out of my docket. I did go to Boston, and we went up to a skybox place, and they had a golden plated toilet seat. And that, I don't know if it was just jokes or not, but it was definitely gold, and I felt fancy taking a shit there. And I didn't really have to go, but felt like I needed to.
I like that.
So
it's almost impossible to pass up an opportunity like that.
Take a shit on a golden seat? Yeah, that's fair.
So my next 2 picks are kind of interchangeable.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave the salacious one for the turn
Oh, no.
to throw you off going into your next pick.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's what the people really want.
Of course.
Is you struggling through your picks.
This is your isn't this your Nice pick.
No, I'll have two. You'll have two, and I'll have my
I
final.
apologize. Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the open air shit.
Open air.
And you know, I thought a lot about like different ways that could be. Like maybe it's outhouse. Maybe it's like just out in the woods.
Yep. The camp shit.
But like just the freedom.
Yeah.
I want there to be good toilet paper.
Yeah.
I want to be able to wash my hands.
Yeah.
But just being one with nature. And releasing in that way.
Back to their roots.
So the turn here, I will take the Blumpkin. And I told my mom we were going to do this show. And I told her she probably wouldn't like it. So I'm not going to explain the Blumpkin. If you type it into Google, I checked today. It's the first thing that comes up.
Can't say I've ever had Blumpkin before.
You know...
I don't think I really cared to. Not going to lie.
So Google Blumpkin. Semi-related would be I guess the AC Slater.
Good God.
Let's say exotic, sexual-oriented poop.
That's out of my realm. So I'm glad you picked that one for the viewers. Good God. All right. Well, not to lead off of that. The one that I was thinking of before the disturbing images was I'm going more off of instances instead of just like a generalization. But on an airplane, and I did it wasn't like a good shit for me per se, because if you're in there more than 3 minutes, they know what you're doing. You're doing the bad deed. But watching myself come out and seeing the gentleman standing there waiting for me, and the change on his face was a mask of horror, and the satisfaction I got from that was I sat at the back of the plane, so everyone that was in the blast radius wasn't sitting next to me. So that was a good one for me.
So we just riff off that real quick before you give your next pick.
Yeah.
Do you move away from your seating area if you're taking the shit out of the airplane?
That closest thing I can. I don't give a shit. Stinking up proud and loud, I tell you what. And then the final one, favorite shit. I don't know if this considers favorite, but definitely most memorable for the final is doing the slog, a quarter-mile slog down through the mud pit alleys of Country Thunder to go to the slop that is the porta potties where we go to shit. Most people don't even make it to there. That's why it's half sloppy at the outside. But those are definitely an experience hot boxing yourself in one of those death traps. So. Top 5? Maybe not. Last pick? Definitely.
CT was on my list, but it was coming home from CT.
Just feeling clean?
Yeah. Oh, this is what bathrooms is supposed to be like. But I guess for my last pick, I'll go a little bit of a different direction. I'm kind of surprised you didn't take it. Because it's the shit you take... Hey, excuse me.
Enough of that.
It's the shit you take, the forbidden shit.
The forbidden shit.
As part of the Porta Potty Challenge.
For
those of you who don't know, the Porta Potty Challenge is a midsummer event when the sun's at its hottest, when you and your friends leave a hearty brunch, a little bit of a buzz, full of food, and you sit in sun-soaked porta potties for as long as you can stand.
Last one out wins.
Traditional method is to get completely naked on entry.
Well, we figured that out after about 15 minutes in there, and you become sopping wet in your own clothes. So yeah, nudity is optimal.
So that'd be my last pick. Would be the forbidden poop with your friends, the camaraderie, the competition, and really knowing that you shouldn't stink up your own hot box.
Yeah, because that's the mistake. I didn't actually hot box that porta potty, so I didn't think about it. I was the smart one. But you just slide right off that seat anyway.
So there you have it. Please drop your favorite shit scenario, shitscapade.
Just for shits and giggles.
Dump it in the comments. Like and subscribe. And give us an idea for our next show, because we're coming up with some really shitty ideas.
Hey!
Thanks for tuning in.